Good afternoon, morning, folks. Mike Wells, your World Explorer. Today we're going to take a look at this Laguna lace agate. All right. So right now we can't really see too much of what's going on with this rock here, but from past experiences with lace agate, Laguna lace, we've gotten some pretty good cuts. So we'll see what's in this. Also, we're going to cut a Baker Ranch. So we have this Baker Ranch nodule that we had cut into, but it's really big. So we're going to slab this thing out and see what we can get out of the rest of it. So hopefully this thing is full of good stuff. Now I have my safety glasses and I have an earplug for my good ear. We're going to start with this Laguna agate. It's Laguna lace. So let's get started and see what we got. Tough to decide where to start slabbing from. I might have to go this way. Okay, so we have our first cut of the day. Let's take a look and see what we achieved here. Boom! Dang, look at these plumes, folks. Holy smokes. But geez, when we decided to cut this, we definitely chose the right direction. Let's cut some more. All right, let's see what we got here. This is slice number 2, folks. All right, we already know what that side looks like. Let's flip it. Boom. Not bad, eh? Look at that. Now, that side right there. Lots of details. Really good stones. All right, folks, let's see what we got here. Now, got the sunshine glaring at it, right? Let's see what we got. Boom. So we know that side. Boom. Dang, look at this craziness. This is fancy stuff. Look at that side, dang, look at all the details. Holy smokes. All right, let's take a look at this. So we know what this side looks like, right? Looks really good. Let's flip. Boom. Not bad. Not as good as that side, but let's look there. Boom. That looks pretty good. Can't deny it. All right, let's keep cutting. Alrighty here. We've seen this side, right? Let's flip it. Boom. Dang, look at all those details. That is nice. Boom. Crazy stuff going on here. I don't remember Laguna looking like this. But, yes, I don't know. Maybe vugs of it look like this. Who knows? Okay, so we've seen this side. Now let's flip it. Boom. Not bad, eh? Really fancy. So many details. Look at that. Crazy details. Not bad. I'm going to keep this like this. I don't need to cut it anymore. This will just be an end piece. But yeah, really fancy, huh? Now we'll switch over to the Baker Ranch. thunder egg. All right, so just to give you an idea of what we're working with here, this is the high grade vesicle that we want to capture, and we're lucky because we've got this giant stone that it may exist throughout. So we're gonna slab up this whole thing, and hopefully the vesicle traveled all the way through this and it gets bigger and it's amazing. But we won't know until we cut this, so let's find out together. I'm gonna start off with the small end. Let's see what it's got in it. All right, folks, let's rinse this off real quick. Let's see what we got. So we already know what this one looks like right there. Let's flip it. Oh, dang, look at that. That looks pretty nice, huh? That's a nice little vesicle right there. Let's look at the back end. Boom. So I think it tapers off. We're not going to get much more in this. So I'm going to leave this just the way it is. All right, folks, this one the chunk jumped off the side. I think that's how it's supposed to go, but we're gonna work with it anyways. Let's go ahead and flip it. Boom, look at that. I'll guarantee you that's extremely sparkly. Look at that, boom. All right, so I'm not sure. I don't think this thing is gonna keep going. It looks like it's gonna taper off into the stone, and then there might not be anything more. So only way to know for sure if that happens is we got to keep cutting. All right, folks, this one came apart. This one right here came apart when I was chopping it. So sometimes that happens, unfortunately, but let's flip it. Let's see what we got. Boom. So wow, this vesicle right here, it transitioned into another vesicle, which is cool. But look now, boom. What's that? What do we got here? Maybe it does carry on through this stone. Let's keep cutting. Okay. All right, so we know what this side looks like, right? Beautiful. Let's flip. Boom. It opens up again, and we have some water line right there. Okay. Now, boom. This is turning out to be a really nice rock. A really nice agate. Okay, let's see what we got here, folks. All right, so we know what that looks like. Let's flip it. Boom. Dang. Dang. That looks good. When this dries, that thing is gonna sparkle. Whoosh. What? Holy smokes. That is cool looking. I wonder if I should keep cutting this. Huh. Maybe I'll just leave it as like a geode. I don't know. Part of me wants to keep cutting it, so maybe we'll keep cutting. Okay, folks, let's take a look here. We sliced it. Let's go ahead and see Boom, that's what the other side looks like. Looks great. And boom. Alright, I think that was the right idea. Maybe maybe we'll cut it again. Huh? What do you think? Okay, let's see what we got here, folks. Badonk. We've seen this side. Boom. Okay, so the vesicle moved up this way a little bit. It's not showing as much agate as I would like. Let's boom. Alright, so I'm going to keep going because I think that there's a chance there could be more agate inside. But we got room for one more cut. Okay, so let's take a look. This was a pretty cool looking vesicle here. Let's flip it. Dang. So it's continued, but not in the way that I was hoping. Yep, that's that. Let's take a look at all of our slabs. All right, so if we get a good look right here, we can see that our Laguna lace agates, which kind of resemble the crazy lace, the Mexican crazy lace agates, pretty hardcore. So I don't know, the difference between Laguna I thought was the color, but apparently they can have the same colors. But here's the Baker Ranch slabs that we were able to cut. Where are we at here? Right there. Not bad, eh? Some of my favorites are these smaller ones up top here. Oh, let's go ahead and wet these down a bit so you can see the colors. Look at that one right there. Really nice. That one's okay. Right there. But that one up top, not so much. Folks, thanks for watching. Don't forget to like and subscribe. That helps the channel grow. This one was good. If it hadn't busted on the saw, it would have been great. Thanks and have a great day.